Okay, 7th grade math students, today we're going to look at using percents. So please copy that in your notes today, and also copy in your notes lesson 7.5, and be sure and put today's date in your notes, okay? I'm going to go fast like I usually do, and all I need you to do is pause the video when I'm going too fast and get caught up, okay? So your heading for today is using percents, lesson 7.5, and be sure and include today's date. Okay, here we go. Now, so far we've studied what a percent is. I gave you a definition and we talked about what a percent is. We've also looked at how to convert fractions and decimals to percentages. Okay, for example, if I give you this fraction here and I asked you to convert it to a percent, you should know how to do that. You simply take the fraction and multiply it by 100 like that, and you would get this, which would then simplify to this. Okay, we've also learned how to convert decimals to percents. Okay, so if I gave you this decimal here, you know to move the decimal 2 places to the right like that, and you get 25%. Okay, some other stuff that we've studied is how to convert percents to fractions and also to decimals. Okay, so real quick, if I give you a percent and I ask you to convert it to a fraction, remember, you put the percent over 100, so it looks like that, and then you reduce the fraction, you get this. We've also learned how to convert percents to decimals. So if I gave you this percent here and I asked you to convert that to a decimal, you would simply take the decimal here and you would move it 2 places to the left like that, and you would get 0.47. Okay, so that's some stuff we've already learned, but today, here's what we're going to do, students. Today we're going to take some percentages and start using them in actual problems. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to start off by looking at 3 problems that I'm going to teach you how to do. Then I'm going to have you try 3 more problems on your own, and then we're going to look at 2 word problems, and that will be it for today. Okay, so here we go. Please copy this first problem in your notes. What is 18 of 35? Okay, in other words, let's use money as an example. If you were to go into a shop and see a shirt that is $35 and a sign beneath this says 18% off, well, what is 18% off? 18% off. In other words, how much money would I get to subtract? 18% is how much money? Okay, so in other words, we're finding 18% out of 35. Okay, so when you're doing problems like this, I want to teach you a really easy, simple method in which you just simply have to learn what certain words mean. For example, please copy this in your notes like I've asked you to, and let's just read this from left going to right. Okay, so here we go. The first word is what? So, I'm going to put a question mark. Makes sense, doesn't it? Now the next word you see is. Okay, so is in these types of expressions almost always is going to mean equals. Okay, so I put what question mark and is equals. Now next you see 18%, but students, please do not put 18% because really 18% is not something we can use. Okay, we need to rewrite the 18% as a decimal so that we can use it. Okay, in other words, if I was going to take 35 times 18%, I really can't do that until I first convert the percent to a decimal. Okay, so instead of putting 18% here, I'm going to put 0.18, and that's right. Right? We've learned how to convert a percentage to a decimal, move the decimal 2 places to the left, and we get 0.18. Okay, so what is my question mark? Is my equal sign 18% before an 18 now of, and you should know what this means now by 7th grade math. If you don't, then learn it now, please. Of in mathematics means multiply. Okay, so you can put a little X here if you want to. I'm going to use a dot, but of means multiply. Okay, of course 35 is just 35, so we bring down 35. Okay, now let's do what we've done in the past. Let's replace this question mark here with a variable like x. Okay, so where the question mark I'm going to put x. All right, so now here's my equation. X equals 18.18 times 35. So do you see how helpful it was, students, to write a statement written in English? If we can write that mathematically, we then come up with an equation that we can solve pretty quickly. In fact, right here in front of us, we see what x equals. X equals these two numbers being what? Multiplied. So if I can simply take these two numbers and multiply them together, then I'll know what x is, right? Sorry for yawning, so here we go. Off to the side, I went ahead and did the math for you. Now guys, you should be able to take, obviously by your age now, you should be able to multiply these two numbers together, okay? So if you do it correctly, you should get this here. If you have any questions on this, let me know. You did not put the decimal here because the decimal was here and we brought it straight down. That's not why we put it there. We put the decimal here because there are how many decimal places in this number? 0. There are how many decimal places in this number here? 2. Add that together and you get 2. So we're going to go over 2 places. That is how I knew to put the decimal here. Okay, now guys, we know then that 6.30 is the same thing as 6.3. So there's your answer. X equals 6.3. So back to my money example. If the t-shirt costs $35 and the sign said 18% off, what is 18%? $6.30. So you would subtract $6.30 and you would get $28.70, and that's how much the shirt would cost, of course, not counting tax. Okay, so now with that in mind, let me back up here, guys. So I hope you're seeing this. In these types of problems, we're going to take it from an English statement and write it mathematically, okay? And then solve for x. Now, this next thing I'm going to show you real quick, I'm not going to test you on, I'm not going to quiz you on, but I want you to listen to me, and I strongly encourage you to take notes, but it's up to you, okay? So, back to my example earlier where the t-shirt was $35. Now, that means the 100% cost. If you were going to pay 100% of the cost, it would be how much? The whole price, right? So, just watch this. I want to give you a picture of what we just did here because some students like to use numbers, other students like to see pictures and illustrations. So let's give some pictures here, okay? All right, so 100% is 35 in this problem here, right? Sure it is. Let's pretend the t-shirt costs $35. That's the whole 100% price, okay? Now, let's see if that's 100%. Then 50% is right here in the middle, and half of 100 is 50, half of 35 is 17 and a half, okay? Now, let's cut this in half from 0 to 50. That'd be right here, and that would be 25. At the same time, let's cut 0 to 17 and a half in half, and you would get 8 1/4. Okay? Now, let's take this square here, or this rectangle, and let's cut it in half. Okay? So right here from 0 to 25, half of that's going to be about 12.5%. And then from 0 to here, if you cut 8 1/4, you're going to get 4 1/8. Okay? So, Mr. Garrett, why'd you do all of this? To show you that your answer makes sense. Remember, the whole price was how much? 35. So 18% was how much? Remember? This right here. Let's see if that makes sense, shall we? If this is 12 and this is 25, then 18 would be somewhere around in here, right? Or somewhere around in here, I guess. Yeah, about right here. Okay, now, think of your numbers 4 and an eighth, 8 and a fourth. So if I'm here and you draw a line down to here, doesn't it make sense that 6.3 would be about right here between those two numbers? Sure it does. So your answer makes sense. Now this might confuse you more. It might help you more. If it helps you, then use it. If it confuses you, don't use it. Okay? All right, moving on. The next problem here. Okay, so what percent of 40 is 27? Please copy that in your notes. And here we go. Okay, now the first word is what percent. Okay, so I'm looking for a percent. So what percent is going to be my question mark? Okay, that's what you're looking for. Next is of. Of means what? Multiplication. Next is 40, so we're going to put 40. Next is, so we're going to put an equal sign, and then bring down your 27. Okay? Now, where the question mark is, let's replace that with an x. And look at that, guys. You've got a really cool, easy equation to use, and we can solve this. Okay? Now, hopefully you know by now, guys, x times 40. Look, guys, 2 times 3 is the same thing as what? 3 times 2, right? So x times 40 is the exact same thing as 40 times x, right? And hopefully you guys know by now 40 times x is just 40x, okay? So 40x. Now we know how to solve this, don't we? We're going to divide both sides by 40, right? These will cancel, leaving you with x. And here's your fraction. Now, this cannot be reduced. So you think, good, I'm done. And you would be if it would have said, what number of 40 is 27? But it doesn't. It says what percent. And your answer right now is a what? It's a fraction, it's not a percent. So, always look carefully, guys, as to what you're trying to find, okay? They're asking you to find a percent, and we have a what right now? A fraction. Now, guys, that should not scare you. We learned in lesson 7.4, I think it was, how to convert a fraction to a percentage. Remember, you always take the fraction, okay? You take the fraction multiplied by 100. So here we go. 20 goes into both these numbers. 20 goes into 40 20 times. 20 goes into 100 5 times. Then we take 27 times 5. We get 135. We take 2 times 1 and we get 2. And now let's simplify this, okay? So there we go. Divide 2 into 135. You get this right here, but don't forget to put your what? Your percent sign. And there we go. Okay, so what percent of 40 is 27? In other words, now listen carefully what this is saying. This is saying 67.5% goes right here of 40 is 27. Okay, so what does that mean? That means you're taking this percentage out of this number here. Got it? Got it? So this is your answer. Now, look, let's get a picture of this. I hope this doesn't confuse you, but let's get a picture of this. Okay, watch. So I'm taking 67.5% out of 40. So 40 then is my what? It's my, I'm not sure what happened there. It's my 100% because I'm taking 67% out of that. And so then 67.5%, 27 is my 67.5%. When I take 67.5% out of 40, I get 27. So let's get a picture of this, okay? There, my 100% is 40, okay? So let's cut that in half, and I would have 50% is 20, right? Half of 100, half of 40. Now, let's cut this rectangle here in half, okay? So I would have, oh, sorry, we're going to go this direction. My bad, guys. Do you know why we're going to do that? Because look at the percentage you're dealing with. It's above 50. Sorry. So, let's cut. Let's cut this rectangle here in half, right here. Okay, so what's halfway between 50 and 100? 75%. What's halfway between 20 and 40? 30. So, 50% is 20, 100% is 40, 75% is 30. Now, let's use common sense. Here's 50, here's 25. So where would 67.5 be on here? A little bit past the midway point, about right there. Okay, now 67% is supposed to line up with what number? Do you remember? 67% of 40 is 27. So 40 is your 100%. So 27 is your 67.5. So this right here is 67.5. Then right here should be what number? 27. And does that look about right? Yeah, it does. Here's 20. Here's 30. About right. Here's 25. Yeah, it's just about perfect. Okay, now again, if this confuses you, then don't worry about it. I think it's good for students to see a practical visual illustration as to what we're doing. Okay, let's try another one. Copy that down, please. Now, if you think that you're getting the hang of this and you want to try it on your own, that's fine. But I would wait till the next problem, students, because after this problem's over, we're going to do 3 more, and I'm going to give you a chance to do those on your own. Okay? So let's do a couple more. Let's do one more together here. Okay? So your first number is 48, so I put 48. My next word is, so I'm going to put equals. And then, guys, remember, do not put 16%. Okay? Instead, put 0.16. Alright? And of means what? Multiply. And what number is your question mark? Okay? So, guys, again, take it written in English, write it algebraically, and we're good. Now, where the question mark is, we're going to put a what? X. Okay? Now, let's solve for x. 0.16 times x is 0.16x, right? Now, let's divide both sides by 0.16. And of course, these will cancel out right here, okay? Leaving you with x. And over here, let's work this out. I have 48 divided by 0.16. Now, you should know what to do. We never want a decimal out here in our divisor, okay? So we have to move the decimal 2 places to the right. But if we move this decimal 2 places, we want to move it all the way to the end, okay? I don't care if your divisor was really long like this. You would move it 5 places all the way to the end, okay? You always move the decimal to the end. Well, students, if we're going to move this decimal here 2 places, we must also move this decimal here 2 places, okay? So if you do that, you end up with 16 here and a 4800 here. And now let's get to work, okay? Here we go. 16 goes into 48 3 times, and then a bunch of zeros, and we're done, okay? So over here, your answer would be 300 equals x. Now let's put that up here real quick, okay? So 48 is 16% of what? 300. So in other words, when you take 60, I put 300 in for these words right here, right? Those words are gone. I put 300. So here's your answer right here. Okay? Now, 48 is 16% of 300. Okay? So that means I'm taking 16% out of 300. And when I do that, I get 48. Okay? So I'm taking 16% of this total right here. So 300 is my 100%. Now let's cut that in half. If I cut 100 in half, I get 50. Cut this in half, I get 150 right here. Okay? Now, I'm dealing with 16%, so I'm going to go this direction. Let's cut this rectangle here in half. Okay? So here we go. If I cut this in half, half of 50 is 25. Half of 150 is 75. Okay? Now I'm dealing with 16%, so let's come over here now. Okay? If I cut 25 in half, I get 12 and a half. If I cut 75 in half, I get 37 and a half right here. So where would 16% fall? Somewhere in here. Wouldn't it fall about right here? Sure it would. And that means your number 48 should fall about right here. And it does. That totally makes sense, guys. If you count it over, that makes sense. Okay? So, I hope that helps. Alright? Now, let's try 300. your own. Okay, so here we go. Um, I want you to pause the video and try this one on your own. Finish it completely. You do not have to draw, guys. You do not have to draw the picture unless it helps you. You don't have to do that. I just want you to solve it and get the answer, okay? Now, if you don't feel confident and you want to do it with me, that's fine. But for those that are confident, pause the video, work this out, and then restart the video, okay? All right, here we go. So I start off with the word what. I put x is equals 35 is 0.35 is multiplication, 60 is 60. I hope you got that right, okay? Now for the question mark right here, I'm going to put x, okay? And now I have x equals these two numbers being multiplied, okay? So multiply them together. If you do it correctly, you should have gotten that right there, all right? And that is your answer. So that is what I want you to write for your answer. However, I'm going to put it in words so you can see it. So right here where the what is, I'm going to put 21. So 21 is 35% out of 60. So if I were to draw my box, that 100% would be 60. Half of that, 50% would be 30. So 25% is here, which I put 15 here. So 30%, 35% is about right here, which I put 21 about right here. And that looks about right here, 0, 15, 21. So you didn't have to do that, but this is what you should have got for your answer. Okay? All right, try this one on your own. So pause the video, give it a shot, and then, unless you want to watch me, if you want to watch me, no problem. But if you want to do it on your own, do it on your own, and then restart the video and see how you did. Okay, here we go, guys. So the first number I see is 12, so I'm going to put a 12, and then is equals. Now, guys, for 4%, don't put 4. 4% with a decimal 1, 2 places. If you put 0.4, that's wrong. 0.4 is 40%. Okay, 4% move the decimal 1, 2 places. 0.04. Okay, obvious multiplication. What number is your unknown? Okay, now for your unknown, we're going to put an x. Now 0.04 times x is 0.04x, right? Next, we're going to divide both sides by 0.04. Okay, now when you do that, these cancel, leaving you with x. And now this over here has to be worked out off to the side. We're dividing by decimals, so we have to move it all the way to the end, which happens to be 2 places. But if we move this number 2 places, we must also move this number here 2 places. So we have to put in a couple zeros. So I end up with 4 going into 1200, which is 300. Okay? So there's your answer. That's all I want you to write for your answer. However, I'm going to take it a step further and write something like this. 12 is, so 12 is 4% of what number? That's 300. So guys, this should make sense. 12 is 4% out of 300. So your 100% would be 300, and 4% is way over here at the number 12. Okay? Alright, moving on to last one here. Okay, now guys, try this one on your own, pause the video, and then restart it and check your answer to see how you did. Alright, here we go. So what percent means that's going to be my x, or my question mark, of course. My is multiplication. 80 is 80 is equal sign, and 56 is 56. Okay? So next, for my question mark, obviously, I'm going to put an x. So now I have x times 80 is 56. Now remember, guys, what I talked to you about earlier in this video, x times 80 is the same thing as 80 times x, which is 80x. Okay? Now divide both sides by 80 to solve for x. Your 80's cancel, leaving you with x. And now if we reduce this here, we will get tenths. But guys, that's not your answer. If it would have said, what number of 80 is 56, then fine. But it doesn't say what number, it says what percent. So you have to write your answer as a percent. Okay? But that's okay because we have totally learned how to write fractions as percents. We take that fraction, multiply it by 100. 10 goes into 10 once. 10 goes into 100. That should be 10 times. Yeah, and that's going to be incorrect. So 10 goes into 10 once. 10 goes into 100 10 times. Now multiply. 7 times 10 is 70. 1 times 1 is 1. And 70 over 1 is 70. And don't forget your what sign? Percent sign. Okay? So 70, I'm going to put 70 right here. 70% out of 80 is 56. In other words, if you saw a shirt or a pair of pants that was $80 and a sales sign that was 70% off, that means 70% out of 80 is 56. Or in other words, if you took 0.70 of means times 80, you would get 56. Okay? All right. Now, let's jump on to some word problems here. Okay? So here we go. Take a second and copy this in your notes, and then we'll get to work. I'm going to move on. So pause the video, copy this down, and then we'll solve it together. All right? Okay, students, here we go. 81 of 360 students at Jefferson Junior High are taking French. So, what percent of students are taking French? Now, let's just think about this for a second, okay? What if I would have asked you instead of what percent? And what instead if I would have asked you what fraction of the students are taking French? What if I would have said that, for example, watch this, okay? If we had a classroom with 10 students, okay, and 5 were boys, and I said, what fraction of the room is boys or males? You would say what? 5/10. 5 out of the total population, right? Sure. And of course, 5/10 is 1/2. Well, guys, that should make sense. Let's apply that. Let's apply that to this, okay? Yes, it says what percent. I get that, but let's just pretend for a second it said what fraction, okay? If it said what fraction are taking French, we would say, wow, there's 81 students taking French, right? Out of how many total students? 360, right? So what fraction are taking French? 81 over 360. Now, if the question would have said what fraction are taking French, then we would be done, right? Well, we'd reduce it first, and we would get this, but we'd be finished. But it doesn't say what fraction, it says what percent. But guess what? That's okay, because we know how to take a fraction and convert it to a percentage. So yes, we know that 9/40 of the students are taking French. So now let's just convert that over to a what? To a percent. So here we go. Oh, we'll take 9/40 times 100. 20 goes into 40 twice. 20 goes into 105 times. 9 times 5 is 45. 2 times 1 is 2. And if we write that as a mixed number, we get 22.5. And don't forget your percent sign. And there we go. So yes or no? Is it true that 9/40 of the students at Jefferson Junior High are taking French? Yes, that's true. But it did not ask for what fraction, it asked for a percent. So we changed our answer over to a percent, and now we know 22.5 students at this middle school are taking French. Okay, let's look at one more. All right, and then we'll be finished. Okay, pause the video, copy this down, and then we're going to move on. Okay, guys, here we go. So one day, the quality control department, that means the guys who check the quality of the stuff that Surefire spark plug company makes, one day the quality control department reported that 35 spark plugs were defective. Okay, now that's a small amount. In fact, 35 is only 0.25. That's less than 1%. Okay, so they make a lot of spark plugs in one day. Okay, but 35 were defective, and this 35 is 0.25% of the daily output. Okay, what is the daily output? In other words, how many spark plugs they make in a day? For example, let me say it to you like this. You ready? Watch this. If I said 35 spark plugs was 50% of their daily output, that would be easy. If 35 is 50%, then you would know 70, double it, would have to be what? 100%. Okay, so that's pretty easy. But here we're using 0.25. So this could be a little more confusing. Okay, so I want to show you something, okay? I would like you to forget this problem for a second. Would you please? And just listen to me talk. You can take notes or just watch. It's totally up to you, okay? Pretend for a second I said to you 200 people, and I'm sorry, pretend that we had a total of 200 people in an auditorium, okay? And I told you that 30% of those were teens. Do you know how you would find the actual amount of people? The first common answer is divide, but that's wrong. You actually take the total, and what's the total in the auditorium? 200, and you multiply it by the percentage. Well, you don't use 30%, you use 0.30, of course. But if you multiply this, what would you get? 60. So that tells you right there that 30%. Now, what's 200%? What's 200? 200 is your total, so 200 is your what? 200 is your 100%. If I took 30% of 200, I would get 60. Okay, so 30% would be 60. Now again, I told you to forget this problem for a second and just listen to me explain something to you. So, does this make sense? If you have the total and you multiply it by the percent, you'll get out the number that goes with that percent. So with that in mind, let me show you a formula that we're going to use. Okay, please write. You need to write this in your notes. Here's the formula. When you take the percentage, write that down, times the what? This is the total. It will always equal the actual percentage number. So in this case, 30% of 200 was what? 60. So the actual percentage number out of 200 was 60. So 30% was 60. So let's go over this. We're going to use this formula a lot, okay? So here it is. Any time that you take the percentage times the total, that will give you the actual percentage number. Okay, so let's use that. There's our formula. Got it? So here we go. My percentage I'm using is 0.25%. Got it? So for my percentage right here, I'm going to put, well, sorry, I'm trying to think why I wrote this. Let's go with this. Okay, so I have 35 plugs were defective, 0.25 were defective. Okay, got it. So the percent, guys, that I'm going to use is 0.25%. Got it? That should make sense. Makes sense. I'm going to take the percentage times the total. Okay, so my percentage is 0.25 right here. Okay, so I'm not going to use percentage. Remember, I want a decimal form, so I'm going to take this decimal right here and move it 2 places to the left and convert it to a decimal, and I'm going to get 0.025 in just a second. Now it says times the total. Now, guys, think about it. That's what I'm looking for. Think about it. How many plugs were defective? 35, right? Sure. What percentage were defective? 0.25. So these two go together, okay? So the total spark plugs I make in one day, that's my 100%. And that's what I'm looking for, guys. Look at the question. What is the daily output? What is my total output? That's what I'm looking for. So I'm going to use T for total. Now, think about it. It equals the actual percentage number. Well, guys, here's my percent. When I take that percentage times the total, how many spark plugs am I getting out? 35. Look, guys, 0.25. 35 spark plugs were defective. This is, what's this? These defective spark plugs are 0.25% of the daily output. So the actual percentage number is 35. And now you've got a nice, easy equation to use. Okay? 0.25. First of all, 0.25% gets changed to 0.0025. Move the decimal, get rid of the percent, times t, which would be t, equals 35. Now, divide both sides by 0.0025. These cancel here, leaving you with t. And over here we have a division problem, okay? So there we go. Now we have to move this all the way to the end. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4 places. But if I move this decimal 4 places, I must also move this one 4 places and put in 4 zeros. So I end up with this, and of course 0025 is the same thing as 25. And if you do your division problem, you'll get 14,000. Okay, so 14,000 is my T, which is my daily total output. So in one day, this company right here makes 14,000 spark plugs. How many of those were defective? 35, which is the same thing as 0.25% of this total here. Now, guys, these word problems are not going to be easy, okay? They're going to be challenging, all right? But if we think it through and work this out, we can do these, okay? I hope this video has been a help. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to email me.